Remember when Cat Williams said everyone was going to be exposed? Well, here we are heading into November and another industry is yet being exposed. So the ex-Abercrombie and Fitch CEO, Mike Jeffries, and his partner have been arrested and charged with running a prostitution and international AS trafficking business. Say what now? That's right. Jeffries was in charge of A&F from 1992 to 2014, and now he's facing some serious federal charges related to AS trafficking. He and his partner, Matthew Smith, were picked up along with another guy, James Jacobson. Oh, and get this. Jeffries was released on a massive $10 million bond, while Jacobson's bond was $500,000. But it looks like Smith is being held until the hearing. I'm sure many will debate on why Diddy couldn't get out, but these guys did. So, check this out. Federal prosecutors are saying that these three guys paid a bunch of men to fly all over the world and take part in some pretty sketchy stuff for at least 7 years, starting back in late 2008. The indictment lists 15 alleged victims, and they're referred to as John Does, #1 to #15. They say Jeffries was actually the one who recruited and hired a bunch of household staff to help set up these so-called S events. Apparently, a lot of these guys were pressured into going, thinking that it would score them some modeling gigs with Abercrombie or help their careers in some way. And if they didn't go along with the request during these events, well, they were made to feel like it could hurt their careers instead. It says, allegedly, that young men that were just standing in front of the store would even be approached and offered jobs. Prosecutors and the FBI believe there are many more victims they are asking them to come forward. It's just sickening to see how kids can be coerced into doing things with a promise of stardom and riches. Anyone that is involved in this type of crime should definitely be put behind bars. Let's take a listen at the press conference announcing the charges against Jeffries.
Of Abercrombie and Fitch, Michael Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson on charges of sex trafficking and engaging in interstate prostitution. Sexually exploiting vulnerable human beings is a crime, and doing so by dangling dreams of a future in fashion or modeling or any other business is no different. But while Jeffries was the CEO of one of the most recognizable clothing retailers in the world, he was using his power, his wealth, and his influence to traffic men for his own sexual pleasure and that of his romantic partner, Matthew Smith. The defendants would fly the selected men to Jeffries and Smith's homes in the Hamptons in New York City or to hotels around the world in such places as England, France, Italy, Morocco, and St. Bart's for the purpose of attending events to engage in commercial sex. But beyond simply hiring men for sex, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson used force, fraud, and coercion to traffic those men for their own sexual gratification. Now, this investigation remains ongoing. Although there are 15 John Does identified as victims in this indictment, this interstate prostitution venture encompassed dozens and dozens of men. And I encourage anyone with information about this case, including anyone who was a victim of the defendant's alleged crimes, to contact the FBI.
The two cases are similar, Jeffries and Diddy. There are so many additional lawsuits and allegations in the P. Diddy trial that I have lost track. So many more people have come forward with some shocking and sickening accusations. Diddy's bail request keeps getting denied. He will most likely stay behind bars until his trial. Diddy's kids are standing behind him. Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, and twins, Delilah and Jesse Combs, shared a joint statement via Instagram on Tuesday. It read, "The past month has devastated our family. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way." Their statement continued, We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and love you, Dad. Diddy's trial is set to begin on May 5th of 2025. He remains in lockup. Mike Jeffries, who is 80 years old, was fitted with an ankle monitor and placed on house arrest in Palm Beach. We'll see how these cases play out.